Howdy folks, Toaster here again with another Ace Tanker replay, this time in the Cromwell B. And as you notice, we're going to be up on the hill, we're on Prokhorovka, and we're just setting up binos, and we're going to go ahead and spot. This is going to look a whole lot like the M46 game. In fast tanks where you can get up close to the enemy and not be spotted, I like to go up here and just create vision. So you'll notice this is another encounter game. That also plays a factor for us, because if on encounter you want to win this side of the map, basically from this side of the tracks. The other side doesn't matter near as much. It's nice to have a few guys there, but other than that, that's really all you need. So as you can see, we're just sitting here spotting stuff. And we do see a P-43 BIS, but I'm not going to shoot him. You noticed I moved into the bush in order to stay away from him so he has no chance of spotting me. So this is going to be the game for a little while because we are bottom tier. And you notice our heavies are just now getting to the hill. So I do leave the hill because I get charged by a tank, and I did not want to fire at that tank. I probably should have taken a shot on my way out, but the gun depression over the rear of this tank is absolutely terrible. And we take a hit, our first hit from a T-25-2. We're going to show you a place we can spot those guys that sit on the back tracks and still stay safe from the enemy that I just discovered. It's really a nice location that I had never found before. You know, with all the 1.0 changes, the bush locations change, and the bushes seem to be more effective. And so I'm still finding locations that work really well. So I'm just waiting for this 3601H to die, and then I will go back up on the hill and defend. So there are two artilleries on each team, which is not my favorite thing, but it is what it is. And they will tend to spot the enemy, or shoot the enemy that's on the hill. And so we're just waiting for binos to come up. And this is the location that I'm talking about, that there's, if you have enough view range, you can see those guys that are down there on the tracks. You'll have to excuse me, I woke up early this morning. I woke up at 4:30, and I am not normally a morning person, but it's about 6:30 now. I've showered, I've gotten ready for work. I'm just thought I would make a video and put one out for you guys since I've had this for a few days. So again, we're still up here spotting. We're up to looks like 3,300 assist. Now you'll notice I try not to move if I can help it when I'm in this location, and that's for two reasons. One is my binos, but the other one is that a medium tank on the move does not have the light tank camo bonus, so I lose a little bit of camo, and we're only, I don't know, 100 meters away from, maybe 150 meters away from the enemies we're spotting. So you want to stay as still as possible when you're up there spotting. So we notice this FCM-50T is seems to be challenging, and we're willing to try and get some shots down there. Take a punt at the Cromwell, but at that distance, the Cromwell gun is not really all that accurate. Notice we are firing standard rounds, and we get one shot on the 50T before he goes down. I own the 50T. I cannot make that thing work to save my life. I played 2,000 games in it, and I have tried to like it so much, and it just is not for me. So now we're just back up on the hill. We just want to, and I've decided I'm going to turn away in case I need to run away. But we're kind of at a point that the hill is starting to diminish returns. Enough guys have died up there, you know, with our 4,000 assists, that it's just people are shying away from it. And two, we've got we've got a guy, 2 guys on the cap, which is, it's never a good idea to cap guys, not an encounter. It just, there's just too much that can go wrong. So we get a nice shot on the Cromwell, and we get lit here, and I probably should have taken off right away. I took a chance and shot at that T-44-100 when I probably shouldn't have. It looks like our T-29 has the 76 millimeter, which is a real shame on that thing. So an Easy 8 decides he's going to come over, and he has no armor at all. So we're able to shoot him twice before he can hit us, and he's got the derp gun, it looks like, maybe, or he's firing HE, I don't know which, but we're able to take him out. So we're up to 600 damage, and we're just using this undulation here to stay safe from the enemies. There are 2 artilleries, and even though I may be lit right now, I know I'm behind cover, and I somewhat doubt that I'm currently lit. So we're just waiting for that OHO to turn so we can go ahead and shoot him, and we'll double bush up when we shoot him. But in the meantime, the scores have gotten close because we had guys in the cap. You know, you're gonna die if you sit in that cap. It's almost a guarantee. So now we're just taking some free shots on the Oni, and it looks like he's maybe looking at us. So we're gonna stop firing like we're no longer here, and we're just waiting again for a good shot. So you see how I just poke forward enough just to spot him, and we're able to get some free shots and kill him off. So the game doesn't go on a whole lot longer, but we're up to 1100 damage and 4400 spotting. So there's 2 arties, and what else is left? Oh, a Chiri of all things. So I faff up on this hill a little bit too much, and I lose out on some damage. But at this point, I'm pretty happy with my game. So I probably, since I made the decision to sit on the hill, I should have just aimed in, because there's 2 arties, and one is that Panther is out in the middle of nowhere. So we could have got a shot on him for sure. And there's just a Chiri left. Luckily we're quick, but I don't think that we end up getting any damage on him. But in a tier 10 game to get 5,500 combined is a great result, and it shows why having binos on this thing is actually an option. It really is. And here's me being a dope. I mean, I'm not the perfect player either, but things happen. So I'm thinking of starting a series where I show more of my mistakes, because I have a lot of games that I don't show on here. My win 8 is only around 2,000. Well, it's really 1,800, but it's really only around 2,000. I've kind of plateaued because I'm too aggressive, and maybe showing people the mistakes that I make. If you'd like to see some of that, let me know, and I can show some less terrific games and show mistakes I've made. I do try and call out my mistakes here. If you guys see anything that you think I did wrong, please do let me know. Or if you have questions about what I did, please let me know in the comments. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the after action report. Okay, here we are at the after action report. Of course, we did get the Ace tanker. We got 2 bonds. We got scout and patrol duty, which to get both of those medals in a light tank, I feel like I'm doing good. So I really felt like we did our part there. Yeah, we damaged a few guys, but look how many guys we spotted. It's got to be at least 9, because I think that's what you need for the patrol duty. Oh no, for the scout medal. So 9 tanks out of the 15. That's great. We ended up with 3 kills, 1,269 base XP. Top of the team. Our M44 did well, and unsurprisingly, and our STG did fairly well. And at the top of their team are their 2 Arties and then the Oni. So this was during the Christmas bonus. We ended up making 72,000 credits and a tier 6. And fellas, that really tells you that spotting can be really profitable because you're not using ammunition. So just spotting stuff, you get a lot of experience out of that, and you get a lot of credits out of it. And we ended up, this was on a double, and with all the extras and bonuses for Christmas, we end up with 4,000 crew XP, which is great. I've got 4 or 5 skill crew on this thing, so big XP bonuses help, because it's at this point it's really hard to get to the next skill. Appreciate you guys watching. I'd like to see if you could subscribe if you'd like to see more content. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button. I try and put some effort into these, and would love to hear your feedback. We'll catch you next time.